guys? All right, Kevin here with Texas Veteran Power Outdoors. Now, I wanted to do this video over the weekend. Didn't get a chance. A lot of stuff went on, happened yesterday. I'll tell you a story in a different video about that. That'll be the last time I ever do that again, I promise you. Okay, so what we're gonna do is today we're gonna grill some fajitas. Now, there's 1,000 ways on how to do that, okay? This is not the best way, this is not the end-all, be-all way, but it is a way that we like to do it. So, first thing you're going to need is beer. Let's go to the cooler. Alright, so we did pick up an assortment of beers the other day. Got somebody's leftover milk. Ooh, seems like it's been there about a week. Just kidding. So we got, let's see, well, one of our current favorites, St. Arnold's Lawnmower Beer. Let's see, we've got this other one. I picked up a new 6-pack last night. Buffalo Bayou Brewing Company, 1836, a copper ale. We have not tried this. It's crisp and malty with a touch of hops. I like that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We got, Carbach Brewing, Crawford Brock. This is the Houston Astros. We haven't had that before either. Here's Henry's Hard Soda. So this is going to contain alcohol. It looks like it's a hard orange. And for some of you guys out there like gluten-free beer, if I'm not mistaken, Omission here is crafted to remove gluten. So this is a good one. We used to go to Buffalo Wild Wings all the time. You know, there's a lot of sodium in that type of food, but it's just so good. And having beer to wash all that stuff down with just really adds to all that sodium and gluten and everything else. So this stuff is real good if you want a good beer, a lager that's crisp and clean, but is gluten-free. So this is a good one right here to have. But I think we're going to try something new. So let's go with the 1836 Copper Ale. See you back at the island over there in the kitchen. All right, let's see if we can find a koozie. Here we go. My favorite one, I Heart to Fart. All right, so let's open this guy up. Make sure it doesn't all over the place. All right. Ooh, it smells pretty nice. It smells like it's, I don't know, we're not trying to be wine connoisseurs here, but whenever you try craft beers, you know, it's something new to you. You know, the smell of it. You can tell if something's going to be real strong and hard, you know, tasting, or if something's going to be, you know, nice, smooth, and clean. It's just, after a while, you can kind of sense that a little bit just from the smell. So, I'm a big fan of light beers. Okay, I like light beers. So, what I have discovered, oh, by the way, these chips, Garden of Eden, get it? Okay. Sweet potato chips. These are gluten-free. I'm a big gluten-free nut. Made with organic yellow corn and sweet potato. Dude, it's so good. Here, try one. Okay. Well, what I've learned is beers, light beers that come from up north, like Washington, Wyoming, Montana, Minnesota, stuff like that. Shut up, dog. Have a cleaner taste to them. Hold on. Because the water's different. Like Coors from Colorado, from the brewed using Colorado water, Rocky Mountain water. So, tasting that from those states and tasting a light beer that's brewed here in Texas, like Budweiser products, the light beers taste totally different. You know, we get the water that comes from here that we brew with. They filter it and clean it, and then same thing with here you go. Here's the chip. I'm gonna go lay down, I guess. And then same thing up north, but for some reason the water is cleaner up north, especially when it comes off the mountains and things like that. It hasn't had a chance to get through sewer systems. Well, down here, you know, I'm not sure what the process is. I'm not saying it goes through sewer systems. I'm just saying, you know, the water comes from somewhere. It's got to be filtered and, you know, and whatever its process is. So, anyway, this tastes pretty good. Okay, we're going to be trying a couple of beers today. I am a big fan on trying new craft beers. Okay, Used to when I was in the Army, serving 101st Airborne Division, all we drank was Bud Light. Whatever the cheapest you get your hands on. Generally, there was always someone in the unit, like in your platoon or squad, who was old enough to go buy beer, but dumb enough to go do it, right? Because you all get in trouble. Anyway, so we always had beer. You know, we wouldn't be old enough to get in the strip joints, but we can get plastered at the barracks. Okay, so what you're going to need today is, now we do fajitas even a couple different ways. It just depends, you know, what we want to do, what kind of flavor, how much time we got, stuff like that. You can do smoked fajitas. You could do, anytime you're using a grill, if you want a slowing process, if you want a slower process and you want to really have tender meat, then you want to use indirect heat. Now this has been my experience. I ain't no pro chef or pro smoker or anything like that. But you want to use indirect heat. That's where your heat's over here and your meat's over here. That kind of rhymes. If you in a time crunch, you want to hurry up and get it over with, you can place that fire right underneath your meat. Excuse me. And so that's a little quicker. It dries it out a little bit. But if you want to combat that, what you could do is wrap the meat in aluminum foil. Okay, and that'll kind of help some of those juices stay in there, because they won't want to drip and fall down into the grill. You know, it'll trap that in there. So there's a lot of different ways. There's other ways. People can take aluminum foil and make little like pouches, and you put soaked wood chips inside, close it up, poke some holes, put it off to the corner of the grill, let the heat get to it. That heat will start getting that wood hot in there, to where it's pushing that moisture out of those chunks of wood that you put in there, those chips. And then that smell is that smoked flavor of wood chips. I don't think I have it in here. I have some, I don't know where it's at, but I have like applewood and hickory and something else that I was experimenting that with. And it did work one time, but you know, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I try to do what I can and still experiment at the same time, and sometimes it doesn't always work out. All right, so for what we're doing today, you're going to need right here. It can be any brand, your favorite brand of portobello mushrooms or white mushrooms, sliced or non-sliced, it really doesn't matter. But we're going with baby bella mushrooms, Texas grown, okay, and they're already sliced. We're going to go with some chicken fajitas already seasoned. Already seasoned. Now you can get some that's non-seasoned. You can get different kind of cuts. This is chicken breast. You can get chicken. You can get there's different kinds of cuts. So we always do, if we're gonna do fajitas, we'll make sure you always do no bone, which generally is what fajitas is. So beef skirt, or here you go, beef skirt, or there's just different kind of cuts. You go to your grocery store and you'll see what they have. Okay, chicken breast is generally probably the most popular because it's the juiciest, because it's closest to the the titty, the meat, the boobs, and and it's the most popular kind because there's a lot of meat in that section of the bird. So this is already seasoned, okay, but we're going to add a little bit of seasoning. Now there's all kinds of seasoning out there, guys. You know, whatever you want to go with. Let's see here. What we've been using for several years, and I'll just show you right here, is we get it at the local grocery store, and it's a brand. It's not the grocery store brand, but it's called Chef Paul. And there's 4 different kind of flavor seasonings for that type of meal you want to prepare. So here you got Seafood Magic, Chef Paul's magic seasoning, and then you got his blackened redfish, or blackened redfish magic. You got the poultry. So in this case, this is poultry, right? Chicken, birds. And then you got meat magic. All right, so that's for your red meats and stuff, your steaks and things like that. So that gives a real good flavor. You know, what you want to put on. Remember, it already comes seasoned. You can buy unseasoned, but anytime you throw the word fajita there and it's on a package, it's going to already be seasoned. At least that's been my experience anyways. So you can buy some boneless chicken breast and then go ahead and do that up yourself. It may not have some of the fat that this has to soak in those flavors. I'm not really sure how much different that cut is. And then you got this other stuff from Barbecue Pit Boys that I'm really liking. This is SPG, not to be confused with GPS. Alright, so this stuff got sea salt, pepper, garlic, red pepper, paprika, fennel, no preservatives, anti-caking agents, fillers, or artificial flavors, and it's gluten-free. This stuff is good. Is good. Smell it. I'm telling you, it smells good. So we have put this stuff on fajitas. We put it on fish. We put it on hamburgers, sausages. I mean, this stuff is good. So, all right, what else you gonna need? Shredded lettuce, if you're a lettuce fan. Tortillas. Now, all kinds of tortillas. Flour and corn, of course, you know, the most popular. Now, these kind we got from our local supermarket with H-E-B is buttered. That's right. They got a little bit of hint of butter in there. It's really good. Then we got your 3 of your bell peppers. Okay, so we're gonna chop these guys up. And we got a red onion. Hold on. Yeah, find it in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. No, this red onion is done for. Sorry. Hold on, let me look in the drawer. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry it took so long. I found a couple of biology experiments in those drawers. Okay, so here you got, make sure we're okay, because I did use this the other week. You don't want to make sure stuff isn't growing. No, we don't want to use this. That looks good. I knew I should have bought a fresh onion. Now we got to wash our hands. Anytime you touch stuff like that, wash your hands first before you even start handling food, guys. All right, even if you're getting sick and coughing and getting someone else sick, and you know, once they hear that, you know, you done picked your nose and they handle food, y'all's friendship is over. I'm telling you. So, all right. So the first thing we're going to do, we got all this out here. That's all we need. It's not an elaborate fajita dinner or anything like that. The kids are gone to vacation Bible school with Mama. I got a few hours, about 3 hours, 3.5 hours to myself here. And you guys, well, let's go outside. Oh, hold on. So, I'm going to cook. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. Here we go. So we're going to take chopped up vegetables and we're going to put them on this cast iron log cabin brand skillet. So we'll get the fire going. Now it takes about 30 minutes for that fire to get where we want. We want a longer fire here, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to get hot over here, put this pan on first because it's going to take longer. Now what you could do if you were smart is you could put this on the stove, get it hot there first while that fire is building up heat. And then boom, you go to switch it and then it kind of picks up where it left off and it'll heat up a little bit quicker. But it won't take long. It's cast iron, it's metal, it's old school. Here's another fun fact. Back in the day when cast irons were real big, you know, there's a discovery that, you know, by cooking your food in cast iron, you know, you got a little bit of that iron that came out of the metal and into your food. So when doctors say, man, you know, you need a little bit more iron in your food, you know, so for some of the foods that could be cooked over, you know, the stove or, you know, in the kitchen or whatnot, or fireplace or whatever, not fireplace, fire grill or whatever, they would say, hey, cook them on cast iron skillet. You know, your breakfast, your bacon, your eggs, your pancakes, your whatever, dinners of all kinds can be cooked in these things, the different shapes and stuff, and you would get some of that iron out. You know, it's kind of a small amount, but after a while it made the difference. You were using it all the time. That was pretty funny. Now they're using pills to get iron. Anyway, so we'll get the fire going out there. We'll throw this guy on there, and then we'll take the chicken, because you want a fire here. It'll all be one big fire, but it'll be a elongated fire. This guy will go in here. This guy will get the chicken going over here. Once the vegetables are sauteed and they're caramelized really good on there, and that chicken's almost done, so we have to time it just right. We're gonna throw the chicken on here. We're not gonna cut it up, because once you cut it up, it starts losing its juices. You know what's going to be left. So then we're gonna throw it on the skillet. Then it's gonna cook a little. I'm not gonna say a little quicker, but it's going to have a little different flavor to it. And then it'll be mingling and jingling with the vegetables. Holla! So that's going to be really good. So I'm excited about that. I've never done that before. This is a first for that. All right, I'll meet you guys outside. Okay guys, we're in the backyard. I want to show you a great back patio addition I gave the family on this last holiday we just had for July 4th. Check this out. We got the big old table. You got that chair, like a bench. That kind of a rocking chair over here. And this kind of chair right here. And then that big old tall thing. It's an umbrella canopy that comes out. And it has LED lights underneath it, which is pretty groovy. Okay, so here we are. Oh my God, that beer's talking to me. Okay. So we're gonna get this little guy here. Oh, American flag here that fell out of a flower pot. All right. So we're gonna take. My wife got this for me last year, Christmas or birthday or Father's Day. I don't know, something like that. But I like it. It allows them to put the charcoals in here, get it going because they're closer, so they heat up quicker, and guaranteed to get them all burning. And then you dump it down there where you want. So before we do that though, she got me these right here, these tumbleweeds. These are great fire starters. Let me get you a little closer. You can kind of see what's going on. Yeah, there you go. All right. So we're gonna take, these generally do pretty good. Every now and then I get one that's kind of stubborn, but so I'll take it like this and just kind of twist it the opposite direction it's twisted, break it apart. And then I'm gonna feed it into these little holes down there and then light it from the bottom. I know. I should get a Nobel Prize for that. Nobel Peace Prize because I'm smart. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to take our charcoal. Get off there, spider. That's it on that. That might be enough. If not, we got 2 more bags. And remember, we want a little bit of a longer, well, that's as much as you can put in there anyways. But we want to go a little longer here. Let's see here. Now, normally, you want to make sure that your grill ashes don't get really packed, like well above the grate here. You want that separation for that airflow, that air to come in, because it's going to be coming in from this guy right here. We got a little damper vent on that side. Air is going to come in, flow. You could even open this up too if you want to allow a little more. We need to clean that side out. So you want to make sure you clean it out fairly regularly. You know, it depends how much fire you got going. Will depend, you know, how quick it builds up. All right, so let's go ahead and brush our guy here. Some people brush it, some people don't. You don't have to brush it, you know, too thoroughly. You just want to knock off maybe some of the, you know, crust that's built up, because you don't want a lot of that stuff in your food. It'll stick to it. Because what'll happen is it'll get hot. You got a piece of chicken that's down there, or a rib, or whatever. It gets hot and it'll come off right with it. You're like, oh, that tastes nasty. Yeah, that's kind of how that gets on there. So, you know, just a little bit. You know, you don't want it too clean, because remember, it keeps some of the flavors in here, and they get activated when it gets hot. So, you know, you want some. So we're gonna have, let's see, we're gonna have the skillet right here and the meat right here. So we're probably gonna remove these 2 grates and dump it right here a long ways, and then we can add a little bit more if we need to the fire. So we don't have to worry about that side, because that's where the skillet's gonna be. All right, so let's go ahead and light this guy. Now, sometimes I used to use the lighter fluid, Kingsford lighter fluid, which is always real good. There's different lighter fluid all across America, wherever you live. You have, you know, matches. You can use matches. You can use lighters. You know, all kinds of stuff. I try to keep it as natural as I can, so you're not burning that fuel and that fuel getting into your food. People can use newspaper, you know, things like that. Or you could just, you know, do that right there. That'll get going, okay? And that'll get burning really good. I'll check on it here in, about 10 minutes to make sure there's some flames going. You could add a little bit of charcoal in the top, just so it will it'll drip down inside towards the bottom. That'll help light it up. It won't hurt anything. In fact, we'll just add just a little bit to the top. There's not much left in here anyways, so all right, that'll be it. Well, I guess we could add the rest. I mean, there's really only a few more drops. Okay, that's it. You heard the so it's out. It's gone. All right, so we're gonna let that shake and bake, smoke up a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and get on back to the kitchen. But let me show you this stuff here. Okay, see here we got smoked chunks. Okay, for smoking. Then you got, I haven't opened this one yet. This is mesquite grill wood. This one's mesquite. This one was hickory. Sorry. Yeah, this one was hickory. And then in our bucket right here, in there is wood chips that I was experimenting with on doing chunks and stuff. Look at this dog. Hold on. What the hell is that dog doing? Laying over there in the corner. Oi! What are you doing? Huh? Better not be pig rolling in some dookie. Alright. It's a nice little flower bed over here, guys. We got all kinds of stuff. We got roses, we got apricot. Let's go take a look, We got time anyways, because I mean, not like the fire is going to be ready in 5 minutes. So we got kind of a dark pink roses here. I can't remember the name of those guys. We got apricot color hibiscus, something right there. These are pink, a light pink rose bush, but I think it stays too wet back here because of all the drainage that comes from back there. When we first planted everything was booming, and then a couple weeks after that, all the buds fell off, and it's been slow growing since then. You can see a couple of buds there on that hibiscus. They'll bloom when the sun comes out tomorrow. But anyway, so the grass is pretty green. I mow it, I'll be honest with you, about every 3 weeks. I mow it at 4.5 inches, no doubt. All right, guys, so let's go inside. Let's get our vegetables chopped up. This guy's gonna heat up, and we'll come back out in a few minutes to check on it. Okay, guys, so we're outside. We're gonna wash our hands again. We cleaned it up super quick. Now we're gonna be doing chopping. Now, some of you guys may not, wash your hands, all the time while you're cooking. I guess it's not the end of the world. But, it depends maybe, who you're cooking for or with. That might matter. Well, put this guy right here. We're already out of this beer. Let's grab another one. I'll see you in the cooler. All right, so what are you guys thinking? Like, you want to try this right here? The Carbach, Crawford Bach? Carbach Crawford Bach. Say that fast. Say that fast 3 times, I bet you can. Let's go ahead and try this beer now. Hopefully it won't explode on us. Okay, good deal. All right. Has a nice smell to it. A little bit of buzz there. It's pretty good. It tastes. It tastes pretty close to the other one that we tried. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and first have another drink. The hardest thing to do, or the hardest thing to not do when you're cooking fajitas, is eat chips and drink beer. Then you're full before the fajita is ready. So let's go ahead and start with these guys right here on our vegetables so we can get them ready for the skillet. And we'll pre-cook them on the whatchamadiggit behind us. So let's go ahead and get this going. Go ahead and set it on high. All right, and then go and get you some olive oil if you got some. There we go, just a little bit, not much. There you go. You can always add a little bit more. But when those vegetables get on there and they start, you know, cooking down, breaking down, you know, juices and stuff are going to be coming out, you know, and it'll be just fine. So, all right, so we got that on there. That'll be just fine. Okay, so we got that going. Let's go ahead and open these up, get them cut up. Now you can cut these up, you could dice them, or you could slice them long ways. You know, whatever you want to do. We normally buy the 3 like this because it's a little cheaper. These things are huge. They're softball, they're regulation softball size. I mean, you could probably bat at them. They'll probably go all over the place. Speaking of knives, I bought my wife this landscape set of knives. It comes with all different sizes. You know, it's like 5 different ones. It comes in a fancy schmancy box. And look at this. Look at that forest on there. Is that not awesome? So each one, like, there's that one. There's, let me just show you real quick, guys. Some of them are in the dishwasher, but there's this one. Look at that Mount Peak, serrated edge. Look at this right here. Look at that field. Who knows what they're growing there? Oh, that one don't go in this set here. But anyways, the rest are in, oh, here we go. Here's another one. And the other one's in the dishwasher. Look at that coastal picture right there. These are really nice. They're a great gift for your wife or even you if you love to cook and, you know, things like that. You know, they do real well. Okay, so when you're opening this up, there's no, you know, guys, this is not really like a how-to video. This is just you guys hanging out with me. I'm cooking, drinking. I'll do all the drinking. And, you know, just showing you guys how we do it. So we're going to take the seeds out because we're a bunch of pansies around here. Not sure what that noise is. It sounds like a dog trying to get it. Oh, it's the stove behind us heating up. All right, let's see here. Come on, get out of there. All right. Okay. So, oh, there we go. Now you could reach in with your finger, you know, and grab everything and kind of clean it out. Totally okay, nothing wrong with that. That one's good. And I think the centerpiece, or where the majority of the seeds are, I don't know if that's called the membrane or what, I don't. You know, my son used to teach me a lot about peppers. That would be James, the oldest. But we haven't talked about peppers in a long time. You know, he's into bikes right now. He's into, take that little soft spot out of here. He's into a lot of road biking right now. You know, with, he's got like a 10-speed bike, and then he's got like a little mountain bike. And so he does a lot of that. Just the other day he called me, and he said, "Daddy, I just did 50 miles. I'm like, what? So he did 50 miles on his bike. Now, a lot of you guys don't know that have been following me on my my channel here. A lot of you guys don't know me what I did before starting, you know, my lawn business channel. So I used to do a lot of stuff. You know, I've had all kinds of jobs. I've had all kinds of hobbies. I've had, you know, just, you know, your typical kind of adventurous life, you know, just doing all kinds of things. So, all right, so you smell that. See, now we're burning. So let's get that going here. Let's get a pot holder. So now we can turn that down. Woo! That's gonna happen. I wasn't paying attention. That heated up a lot quicker than I thought. I know one of you guys are saying, "Hey, what about that fire behind you?" So, all right. So that'll be fine there. Gotta cool off. Set that right there. That'll be just fine. If the fire alarm goes off, it'll be hilarious. Okay, what a great cooking show, right? Burn the house down. What better way than include the different city services that offer, you know, their service like the fire department. I would love for them to be there if I cook for them. Anyway, okay. So let's dice these up. I'm sorry, let's slice these up. Do them long ways like this. Now they're going to shrink a little bit, but that's all right. Watch your finger. You know, probably wondering why, Kevin, why are you cutting like that? It's so slow. I get here and I pause, and I just make sure I'm not going to cut my finger because, hey, I don't want to be cutting my finger, man. Okay? All right. Now you guys can fast forward this part here if you want. But right after this, we're going to chop up the. Actually, we're not going to chop up the. What do you call it? the mushrooms. Those are good the way they are, but we're going to put these on a skillet. Oh, it's close. All right, now we're going to need a much bigger skillet than that. So actually, let's do this, guys. Let's bring in Big Bertha. Plus, I like that it has a little bit of a lip to it. So we'll put that on there. Let's take this skillet, turn it around so your hip doesn't bump that right there. We'll deal with cleaning that guy later. Let's go and get this back up to hot. Put those on there, stir it up. Now, depending what type of pan you have will depend if you want to use plastic or metal on the spatula. Remember, if it gets too hot, you're going to burn the plastic and, you know, yuck, right? All right, so we got this first guy going on here. Okay. Alright. There's going to be a lot in there. A lot. Alright. But they're going to shrink up a little bit, okay? Some are also going to get burned and you're not going to want to eat them. So that's why we're cooking kind of a little more than you normally would. Come on. Oh, here we go. Okay. And let's see here. So tell me in the comment section down below what you guys like to cook on the grill that you tend to cook a lot and that you seem to get better, or you want to try to get better, not necessarily better at cooking, but maybe find a way to make it, I don't know, maybe better is the word, I guess. Find a way to get a different taste or a different you know, a different way to cook a product. You know, because there's all kinds of ways to cook fajitas. You can put fajitas in all kinds of things, you know. So, what is your thing that you like to really cook? There we go. On the grill, and that you think you're pretty good at. Okay. So maybe your friends or family or wife or husband or, you know, whoever's watching, next door neighbor, says, man, you really cook this. This is really good. You know. Fajitas, probably my favorite thing. Now, I've done seafood, I've done hamburgers, I've done steak, I've done brisket, I've done, what's that other thing called? Oh, we dropped one called corned beef hash. That was really good. Wow. Alright. So we put this up, let's wash our hands again. Plus, we want to wash our cooking board here. Keep it kind of rinsed off all these nasty stuff. Alright. So if you clean as you go, makes it a little bit easier. You know, when you're cooking and ooh, it's hot. Oh, come on, soap. There you go. So who do you guys like to cook for? You like to cook for yourself? You like to cook for friends, family? You know, you like to grill, you like to bake. Who doesn't like to bake? You know, cookies. You know, this is an old, I was married twice before. My second wife, her dad gave this to me for Father's Day one time, just a few years back. And his name was Kevin too. And he died of a heart attack, unfortunately. Probably the coolest dude I've ever known, you know. I mean, I love my father-in-law I have now, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying that guy, Kevin, you know, he was really, really special. But anyways, died of a heart attack in an ambulance. Never got to see any of his family before he died. That was a tough one, you know. I'm still shocked. I think it was like 52. It was a few days before his birthday. Alright. Come on, baby. Now, normally, when this guy gets sizzling and he starts creating, you know, sizzles and stuff all over the place, you can use a, use one of these here, spatter scraper. As you see, it's not going to fit because it's a little small for other skillets, but it'll do real well, you know, even something like this. It just keeps some of that popping down. You know, if you want to use that, you can. Now, when I have vegetables on here, I go ahead and add a little bit of black pepper. Okay. Flip it over. Now let me tell you something about this little jar, this little mason jar here, or a ball jar I think it is. Now, this little set here, my wife made these. Now, I put together the wood piece here out of some old fencing boards, but then my wife took the mason jars, colored them, and we poked the holes in them. So this is pepper, this is salt, and she sold several of these, you know, online, you know, Facebook, next door, things like that, before she got pregnant. And did really well. She had a whole bunch of other stuff too that had different characters, like the Winnie the Pooh set had all the main characters, and the jars, you know, you'd have like, obviously their head wasn't there, but they'd have like their body. You knew which one was Winnie the Pooh because it had the honey and it had his belly, and then you had Eeyore and Piglet and, you know, Tigger, and I mean, she did top quality on those jars, and she sold a lot. Wow. But anyway, we're going to add the mushrooms a little bit later because they're going to cook pretty quick. But we can go ahead and take it off the plastic. So, how many of you guys like to try cooking new things that you haven't cooked before? You know, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can bake, you can cook, you can grill, you can, you know, fry. Like, I've never fried a turkey. I probably won't fry a turkey because, you know, hey, we're dealing with fire here, okay? You got to know me. So, all right, so that guy's sauteing up. Let's go check on the fire outside. I don't think, I'm going to show you. I don't think it's ready yet. You probably can't even see the smoke. But you guys want to go outside? Normally, when you'll see flames out of there, when the flames die down and the charcoal is not black, it's gray or almost gray, you're ready to dump them down. That's when they'll start smoldering. But we're going to add a little bit more charcoal. We've got more bags of charcoal in the garage. We're going to grab that. That's okay in here. Let's check it here. Look, check this out. You hear that? Oh. You always want to keep a little bit of oil in there because they're going to want to stick to that cast iron pan, or any pan really. But adding that oil does a couple of things. It buys you a little bit of time. That way you can work on the other stuff that's part of your dinner. And then it also helps to flavor. And it helps to keep your peppers from burning. Although we like, now it'll take a while to get to where they're caramelizing. They'll become real sweet. I like these kind of peppers because they're not hot. They're sweet. Now you can add all kinds of peppers you want. You know, you can have your fajitas with poblano peppers, habaneros. You know, my hamburgers, my Texas flaming hamburgers have habaneros and poblano peppers in them. They're really good. We'll do that another day, but just listen to that for a moment. We're going to cut our heat down We're at an 8, max was I think 10. So we're going to cut it down a little bit because we want it to cook slower. That way it'll match the timing with our meat. So let's go outside and check on the fire. Oh my gosh, it smells like Pitmaster barbecue out here. Okay, so let's take a look. See, we got some flame there, okay? So if we were to put it down right now, here's what would happen. Those charcoals are not in the position yet to really start burning independently. There's 1 or 2 in there that are hot, that are going, and the other ones just aren't there yet. Once they're a little gray, they can be on their own. Let's go ahead and get our, we're almost there. Now you know they're going to be done a little quicker on the bottom because that's where the flame originated from. So keep that in mind. Oh, I can't move at the same time, both of them. So keep that in mind. You know, if you wait too long, then what happens is you pour the stuff that isn't, you know, cooked out yet on the bottom and stuff that's cooked out on the top. But that'll probably be okay because then the top is going to fizzle out a little sooner and maybe start on the bottom. You know, I don't really know. Okay, so now we got that on there. We're going to spread our fire a little bit, guys. Hey there. Alright, so we got our fire down there, our charcoals. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit more charcoal. So we're going to go into the garage. We're going to get the extra bag. And we're going to add just a little bit around here. You know, we want that longer flame to add room for our pot to cook everything on, our flat iron skillet. So we're going to bring that out here, the one that we kind of caught fire to, and get that going. So just so we don't lose a lot of heat, you know, we're going to go ahead and close this. So that temperature is going to go ahead and start heating up. Alright guys, we're going to add a few more briquettes. Okay. Now if you want, you could add a couple of wood chips on that other side where it's kind of a little lame on the fire, and that'll be just fine. Give us a little smoked flavor. I like smoked fajitas. No, you don't have to do that, but it's something I do every now and then. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that back there. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so here we got an indicator which has, let's take a look. So this indicator, the blue, shows the smoking range, the red is the barbecue range, and the white is just like hot, you know. So depending on what you're trying to do. So we want to get down to that 250 mark is where we want, but we got to allow, but you see it's rising, it's at 275. And it's going to go up. It's going to get hotter. Sometimes it'll get up to 400. And when it draws back down, when it starts to climb down, you know, around 300, you could drop those fajitas on there, because by the time you close that door, close the lid, a lot of that heat would have already escaped. It'll build up a little bit, but it's on its way down anyways. So we got that going. Let's go ahead and we're going to leave our grates on this side. Next time we open it, which we think we should be ready to drop the meat on there, then we'll go ahead and move everything in place, but we want to double check the fire before we do that. Alright, so now we are down to the chicken, the mushrooms, tortillas, seasoning, and this. So we got the charcoal going. Washed our hands, see? Not dirty. All right, now let's throw our meat onto here. This is clean. Okay, promise you. All right. Now, when dealing with chicken, hold on, I gotta put in my mouth. When dealing with chicken, you gotta be careful of salmonella poisoning, whatever it's called. So, make sure your date on your package is good, okay? You want it as fresh as can be, being put out there the day that you bought it, and also that's close to when you want to cook it within those few days. With me, in our refrigerator, leftovers don't see a second day. They're either eaten or they're gone the third morning. Out of here, I don't care. We'll cook more, we'll get more, we'll buy more, whatever the case may be. You get 2 days max in the fridge with me. All right, unless you're pizza, I might give you a third day, but probably not. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Let's find our knife we had before. Okay, so just real quick, we lowered the temp down to low, okay? These are almost caramelized. You know, we don't want them to get cold, so low heat. You know, I'm not saying you can put your fingers on that pan, but it's not really going to cook it anymore, okay? So we want to move a little quicker so we can get everything out there. All right, so we're going to open this up. We're going to lay it out here, okay? And then we're going to see, now it's already seasoned. Remember I told you that, guys, earlier? But we like this other stuff, Chef Paul, a lot. So that's the beer talk, by the way. So we're going to add a little bit more. Make sure all your folds are open. I think that's it for that guy. Okay. We'll put that in the trash can in a minute because my hands are dirty and the lid's closed. So that's another thing. When you're cooking in the kitchen, keep the lid to your trash can open if you don't have the kind where it opens with the foot pedal. And we don't have that. So that way you don't have to keep trying to. I could have already thrown that in there. But all right. So let me wash my hands real quick and then I'll throw that away. Then we're going to season this. It is not uncommon for me to wash my hands 5 to 10 times when cooking food. What we are about to do is raise my shirt sleeves here. Okay. Now what I want you guys to do, it would be awesome, and I would be greatly grateful to you guys, gratefully grateful to you guys, is share this video. Watch this video, watch it again, okay? And I'm not trying to, you know, tell you, hey, this is the step-by-step how to make the best fajitas. That's not what this video is, guys. This video is, it's fun. It's about hanging out with me. You know, it's about, you know, what I like to do, you know, cook on the grill and kind of the steps I do everything and whatnot. But sometimes I'm going to do it live, okay? And then you guys will get to interact with me a little bit, you know. My phone wasn't quite charging up. It was at 34%, and I needed it to be at 100. So next time, you know, we're going to do a live cooking from start to finish. You know, I eventually want to get the setup to where someone can call in, they can talk, ask a question, all of you guys can hear the conversation, I can hear the conversation, I can answer it and keep on doing what I'm doing. That would be legit. If you guys know how I can do that, please let me know in the comment section down below, because that would be a lot of fun. That's my next step of what I'm trying to accomplish, is create a live, whatever it is I'm doing, do it live, talk to you, and someone can call in and, you know, and ask a question. So that means, yes, that means I can't be on my phone. I totally get that. It has to probably be done at home. So let me know what I might need. You know, you tech guys out there, let me know what I need. Ashery, I'm talking to you, Jack. Okay. That was really good, but that tastes a lot like the other beer, the 1836. Okay, so we got this on here now. You can add whatever seasoning you want. You know, if it already has seasoning and you like the way it is, fine, okay. If it doesn't have seasoning, you add what you want. You know, we use Chef Paul a lot, but I've been getting a kick out of these guys right here. I ordered a small, my wife, I'm sorry, ordered me a little gift box, and this is what it came in. So it had the SPG seasoning, It had the smoked sea salt. This stuff is the pit smoked sea salt. Oh, so we want to figure out, how to use that. We got the we got the habanero chipotle barbecue sauce. We got the original barbecue sauce, and we got bold and spicy barbecue sauce. So all of and it came with a koozie, and I can't find that damn thing. It's called Barbecue Pit Boys koozie. I don't know where it's at, but we're gonna take this SPG now. It doesn't take a lot, okay? You don't need a lot, and we might even. Well, I'm gonna do it now. I was gonna say might even wait until we get it on the grill, and do it. But this is all you need to do right here, guys, because this stuff is strong. I'm telling you. But if you want more, you put more, right? That's what it's all about. You do what you like, okay? Don't be listening to me. Don't let me make your fajitas taste nasty or weak, whatever you want to call it. Okay? All right, because we're going to season the other side too. All right, so let's zip that baby up. All right, let's check on a new beer. I want a new beer. Let's go see what we got. Oh. This one right here was the Crawford Bock here in Texas. So here we go. Proudly brewed in Texas. Carbach Brewing Company, Houston, Texas. This is awesome, man. I like that. 4.5% alcohol by volume. All right. So let's see what's coming up. We're saving our lawnmower beer for when we're eating. Okay. So now we got the omission, and this is whoo. Okay, that's not a twist cap. Just so you guys know. In case anybody was wondering, not a twist cap. So we got right here, my wife bought me this bottle opener. It's metal. Okay. By swankybadger.com. Go check it out. Okay. Kind of neat. Done. Oh, man. Okay. Now let me tell you something. This lager, I've had many lagers before. This is bright and crisp. So what that means is that's delivering lager taste, and the fullness you get from that lager, but it has that bright and crisp, that kind of clean taste that you would expect from a light beer or a pale ale or a blonde ale or something. So right in there. So that tastes pretty good. I would definitely buy a 6-pack of that. All right, remember guys, Swanky Badger. Okay. I'm gonna go check the fire real quick. I don't think we're gonna be ready yet, so we can just hang out. It's gonna be a lot of meat, guys. A lot of meat. We got cantaloupe we could cut up. Cantaloupe is so good for you. Mushrooms we're gonna add later. Now these are going to shrink up just a tad, not much. It's going to be great. All right, let's go check out the fire. Okay guys, we just put some mushrooms in here with the peppers. Let those cook up a little bit. As soon as they fire up, cook, and then we'll put it back down to low. Mushrooms don't take long. All right, so now let's go ahead and get this chicken on the grill. What I think I'm going to do is change the plan a little bit. Since we're using this skillet, we're going to take that flat iron skillet off the grill. We're going to move the fajitas over there. We're going to move them to the fire side, sear them up real good, and move them over to the other side, just to the left, so they're cooking with not so much heat. So we're going to try that. That way it has that nice flame taste. And so I'll meet you guys outside. Okay guys, we're looking at 450 degrees, a little on the hot side. But we're going to go ahead and throw these on. I'm going to sear them up. Okay, and then we're going to move them over to the side that's not so hot. Ooh, it's hot. It's burning my eyeballs. We're going to actually leave the lid open during this process because we don't need to go anywhere. I'm telling you, it's only going to be for just a couple of seconds. About 2 minutes on each side. see, now we got those wood chips over here burning, so we might, well, I'll pick these 2 pieces up, and I want to knock that flame out. Because I don't want that to interfere with what I'm trying to do here. Whew, shit, that's hot. Fuck. Whew. Flame out of there. So you're still going to get a lot of heat right in this area right there. And that's what we're going to try to target for our chicken fajita. Okay. Now everybody's grill, everybody wants to set everything up a little different. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. How you cook your meat, your chicken, you know, is all up to you. You know, it's all an experiment. It's all a trial and error on things. Look at those marks right there. It's all trial and error, you know. Some grills are going to cook different than others. Some charcoals are going to burn different than others. Some are going to burn longer but not as hot. Or they're going to burn real hot but not a long time. You know, it all just depends what you're trying to do. And, you know, the shape of the cooker makes a difference. You know, we're doing more indirect heat. You know, we were going to do more direct heat. Well, we're going to do kind of indirect heat, but that just didn't work out with how everything was going. So, but that's all right. So once we get this done charring up over here, kind of searing up, I think I'm going to probably move it to this top shelf here. That way it's not so hot. Okay. Ooh, that's hot right there. Holy schmoly. Scoot on down a little bit. There you go. Alright. Okay, now this one being a little closer, probably going to get hot a little quicker, but we're going to keep an eye on that. Alright guys, let's go inside for a few minutes. We'll come back. Guys, I want to show you something. Oh, check this out. Let me turn the fan off. Oh, man, is that just gorgeous or what? Let me get you a little closer. Oh, how about a light? Oh, man. We add just a tad bit of oil and turn this heat down to low. We got everything cooked the way we want. Now we just don't want it to get cold. Okay. Add a little bit of oil, that way it keeps them from sticking there. Okay, look at, oh man, that looks fantastic. So beautiful. Listen to that. Alright, let's move that to low, guys. Done. Okay, so what do we do now? The meat's on there cooking. We're almost to that end phase. We got our cooking board cleaned off. We've got a serving platter here. Ooh, hot. When you cook in the kitchen, it's going to get hot. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we got our lettuce. Let's go ahead and cut our lettuce up there, guys. Okay. Alright, that's done. Okay, now you can have cheese. Let's get some cheese. I didn't even think about cheese. Get some cheese. Oh yeah. Oh, fancy cheese. Look at that fancy cheese. Alright, so we got Colby and Monterey Jack shredded cheese. You got sour cream if you want sour cream. You got guacamole. You got fresh guacamole. Let me show you guys that. You got sour cream. That's fresh onion chips. That ain't gonna work. Okay, so I think we're out of sour cream, but I'm not a big guacamole fan. It's a hit and miss. Sometimes I am. For those of you who want guacamole, it's right here. Lettuce. You got this. Now, what I like to do on the tortillas, when it's time to serve, you can either heat them up in our little toaster oven. So that heats them up to where they're slightly toasted. You can throw them on the grill if you want to. You can have them soft, warmed up, whatever you want to do. If you want to warm them up in the microwave, I suggest you use wax paper. That'll keep them from hardening up and getting, yuck. That's real good to reheat breakfast tacos too, and using wax paper, cooking wax paper. Oh, should we try some of this? Oh, oh my God, that was a red one. Oh, so good. Let's try another one. Look guys, how about a mushroom? You want a mushroom? Got a mushroom? Make sure it's not too hot. Oh, you know how mushrooms are kind of spongy, but they have that, just mushrooms by themselves have like that Italian taste, that smoked Italian taste. The portobello mushrooms, those are good. Ever since I was introduced to portobello mushrooms a few years back, I'll never go back to anything else. That's where it's at. Okay, one more onion here. We gotta check on meat. The meat is in the stage to where you don't want to overcook it because it's not going to be. No. Now, when the peppers get real dark, like you saw, they're starting to caramelize now. Okay, they're getting sweet, real sweet, and soft. That's the only way I'll eat these guys is when they're soft. When they're hard and crunchy, I don't care. Oh, I was going to add red onions, but that's right. We didn't have a good red onion. It's bad. Red onions, white onions would have been good on this. Again, you guys can change it up. I mean, you can do whatever you want. This is just how we like to do it, and we even change this up too sometimes. So let's go check the meat. We'll be right back. Okay, now our heat is in the 400 range, so everything's going to cook a little quicker. So you just want to make sure you don't take forever. And you want to pay attention. You see the juices fall? You want to pay attention what your chicken's doing. See how we're a little red there? Alright, so we're going to move that guy over. Let him calm down. Okay. Alright. Alright, so now let's go get some seasoning. We're going to put it on, hold on, let's see. Well, that was the first side we put down. So it's going to be, put that down. That means our seasoning is going to be on this side. Yeah, so we can put it down on this side, I believe. Let's go get our seasoning. We'll add a little bit of that. Okay guys, it's going to be hot. Okay. So sometimes when you put dry seasoning on stuff, it doesn't want to stick. Okay. So that's why you want to put it on when it's kind of wet, like we did in the very beginning. But what I didn't do is we didn't pat it in. Okay. We didn't pat it in when it's wet and kind of get it in there. But this stuff is strong, guys. It's got all kinds of good peppers on it. It's good. Alright, let's let that do its thing. Let's go wash our hands real quick. Alright, well, we're down to the last couple minutes here. Our flame there has really calmed down. So we're going to place this over it. I'm going to cook the rest of open lid. Okay guys, we went inside for just a couple of minutes. We're getting almost there. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. So let's switch this out, these guys here, because the flame is a little greater going right in this area. Now you guys can cook your fajitas anyway. There's no right, there's no wrong. There's probably ways that are, better than others. It just depends what you're trying to do. But hey, I'm no chef. This ain't, chef hour, cooking with Bobby Flay or anything, okay? So give me a break. Okay, you're gonna cut it up and see how it is. Generally, if your chicken's gonna be like that, you're going to be okay. I mean, I always like to taste it when it's on the grill because it's just, I don't know. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm telling you. Let's try this piece right here. Let's check this out. See, you know it's kind of white. Kind of real clean tasting. Let me a little hot. Hotcha. Oh my god. Woo! I'm telling you, it's so good. Oh, it's got the char taste. It's hot as hell. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, everything's ready. You know, sometimes when in doubt, you can always cut your chicken open to make sure you're okay. You know, because the last thing you want to do is put it back on the grill. Although you can, it won't hurt nothing. But if you could avoid doing that and just cook it all at one time, you're really better off. So, alright guys. Meet you inside. Okay guys, we're ready to cut this up. Let's crank up the heat a little bit for our sauteed peppers. Let those warm up, kind of. Dory, stop. That's the dog's name. We need a beer. We're out. What shall we get? I know I said I wanted the lawnmower beer, but let's see here. Can you guys help me out? Which beer? I mean, we're going to drink them both tonight, right? So we want the lawnmower beer or the Henry Hard, maybe I shouldn't have any more. The Henry's Hard soda. Yeah. So which one? Da, na, 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 na. Okay, can you guess which hand the orange one is in? Well, if you guess my left hand, you're right. You're correct. All right, so we're going to go with that one. We're going to see how that one treats us. Do we need the Swanky Badger? No. Ah. Whew, man. Okay. Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you right now. If you guys like orange crush soda, you're going to like that. Okay, so we got those sizzling up. Let's go ahead and get a couple of tortillas in the toaster here. And let's go ahead and get our first couple of bites down. We're going to slice one of these breasts up. Now you can buy these tortillas here in the 10 or 20 count. We like to buy them in the 10 count because it's not often we're going to eat all 20 before they go bad. So 10 is good. They're pretty inexpensive. And you can get them butter tortillas or you can get them regular. Now they make them fresh every single day at H-E-B, and they serve them in their little kind of, not an oven, but a little warmer, where it's just for the tortillas, so they do pretty well in there. All right, from our little toaster oven here. So it'll be good. Okay, let's go ahead and slice one of these guys up. Which one should we slice up? Boy, it looks so good. Since it's just me, let's slice this one up here and they can have the rest of that. Okay guys, so you can slice these up any way you want. Holy moly. In the name of John Wayne's boots, these look really good. Now you can cook fajitas any way, guys. In any kind of way, use whatever seasoning you want. You know, it's your meat. You do how with it you want, okay? So tender. I'll tell you right now, it's hard to describe the seasoning. We got the garlic, very, 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 very small hint of garlic. In fact, you wouldn't even know it was there unless I told you. You got the pepper, the paprika, the sea salt, the salt, a couple other things. Then whatever seasoning comes on it when you buy the fajitas, I'm not sure, but man, look at this, guys. Just look right here. We'll take the small bite. Look at that. Does that look great or what? Oh my goodness. Okay. It makes my mouth water. Right here. These little glands right here, water like crazy. You know how when you taste something and you're just like, woo, I got the smoke flavor from those a few chips we put in there as wood chips. When you cook, here's something I want you to try. I want you to cook something, grill something using only, here's an experiment. Grill something, and when you use your charcoal, only use the charcoal to light, maybe a little bit of paper, or like those little fire starters I showed you, one time. Another time, use just like charcoal fluid, and see if you can't tell a difference. You might not be able to tell a difference, but you know the chemicals are there. I know I used a little bit of starter fluid, but it wasn't a lot. It was very, very, very little because there wasn't much in there. But I think that's going to be the last bottle that I buy. I really want to work towards, I can hear the onions, or I hear the peppers back here. I really want to work towards, you know, doing it more natural. Woo, hot! Holy moly, come on now. Woo, jeez. Hot frisbee coming through. All right, we need a paper plate because Daddy don't like to do dishes. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be on KP duty. And anybody who's been in the Army know exactly what KP duty is. Any branch of military, you're going to know what KP duty is, all right? Okay, so let's, all right, let's get, I hear those peppers brewing up behind us. Let's stagger that a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and, we can't pick that up, so I was just about to pick it up with my bare hands. Can you believe that? What a moron. All right, oh my goodness. All right, so now we put that on low. Check this out, guys. Look at that. Oh, man. Okay. I'm not going to do guacamole. I'm not a guacamole kind of guy. I don't do a whole lot of cheese, but for this, just to be a little festive, we're going to do that. A little bit of lettuce. I do like lettuce. Oh, you know what? One thing I can't forget. Sometimes I add ketchup. I know you're probably like, dude, that's disgusting. Other times I add Tabasco sauce. Tabasco sauce. That's one of my favorite things. But good Lord, does it give me heartburn and indigestion. It kills me. So I don't use it that often, but I do like a couple drops is about all I can handle. You know, I'm a big pansy. Okay. Now, when I was in the Army, we used to have Texas Pete. We didn't have no Tabasco. Okay, I miss those Army days, man. I'm telling you. All right, guys, let's dig in. Okay. When you're the chef, well, you know, pardon me. You know what? There's nothing better. There's nothing better than putting something together that you made from scratch, okay? Whether it be food or a project or something, and it turns into something really good. Look at that. Oh, the peppers are so sweet and soft. Everything is just flows. You can hear the dog go crazy. I don't mean to be making all those noises eating, but I really can't express to you in words how good it is. If you guys were here right now, I would share all my fajitas. I would share. I only have room to eat one more after this. That's that one. That's it. So, oh man, I probably won't buy this again. The Henry's hard soda. It tastes too much like soda. You'll get sick from that stuff. Got lawnmower beer from St. Arnold's. Shit, man. Slap your mama with that stuff. So good. You know, I don't know enough about cooking to have my own cooking channel, but you know, as part of the experimenting and having fun and growing and the adventure, is trying something new, you know? And the best part, you get to follow along from the very beginning. Just imagine, some of you guys, I know some of you guys, I know for a fact, some of you have been around since I started the channel in 2016, okay? When I had that old flex mower. Okay, well, I didn't film a whole lot in the beginning. I filmed a lot of bits and pieces of dumb stuff. Some stuff I deleted. Some stuff I still have. I'm going to upload, even though I deleted it. I'm going to upload it again as a vintage video. You'll know it's vintage because it'll be in sepia color or in black and white, and it'll go into the vintage folder playlist. Man, that's good. But some of you guys have been around since the beginning, you know, me starting the channel, and I didn't know what I wanted to do when I started the channel. I had no clue, man. You know, I know, oh, everybody's doing it. Now, some of you guys didn't know, I had a channel before. I had a channel back like in 2008, 2009, something like that. And back when YouTube was really hitting it. Well, I used to be in the bowling industry. I know, I used to be in the bowling industry. Make sure this camera's on. Hold on. It'll just be cutting off me over here trying to run my mouth. I used to be in the bowling industry, and for my whole life I've been bowling. Okay, my whole life. And you know what? Let me grab a chair. Hold on. Let me grab a chair. I want to sit here and talk to you guys for a minute. You guys get to know me a little bit. You're hanging out with me, right? You know me. Okay. Oh, hold on. We need to add some lettuce. Hold on. Let me fix up my deal here. Oh, man. Tabasco sauce. I added just enough to where it wasn't enough to really bite you, but you could taste it. Says, "Hello, I'm Tabasco sauce, and I'll kick your ass if you put too much on me." So, yeah. So, I remember one time I went to New York. I stayed for a week in New York, Syracuse, New York, back when I was bowling a lot. And I was bowling for this company called Lane No. 1 out of Syracuse, New York. Hush. And Richie Spazzato, still the owner of Lane No. 1. You can go online, check him out. I stayed with him for a whole week in his house. He took me to this place, barbecue place, and it had dinosaur. It's called Dinosaur something. Or maybe they had dinosaur hot sauce. I know that. But I don't remember the name of the place. But anyway, I brought some of that back home. Dude, that was obnoxiously hot. When something's obnoxiously hot, it's not enjoyable. So we use it every now and then. I threw it away like a couple years later. But anyways, okay. So my whole life, I've been in bowling. Okay? All right. Now, oh, man, it's so good. Woo! Just watch. I don't even want to chew anymore. I want to savor that taste. The juices. Now, if you were to cook this in aluminum foil, it would change everything. The juices would stay inside. It would cook the same. So, you would char it, you would sear it on open flames. Right? Open flames. Throw in aluminum foil. Cook it from there on out. The juices will stay inside and constantly getting absorbed. Some will evaporate, but the majority will get absorbed by the meat. So good. Okay, so I used to do a lot of bowling. Grew up bowling. Grew up in San Antonio. My dad was a bowler. I became a bowler. All right. So I got with this company. I got sponsored eventually. This was like 2010, 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. The first company that sponsored me was Lane No. 1. 2008, 2009, something like that. And so I got free equipment for a whole year. Free equipment, free bowling balls, free shirts, free towels, free bowling bags, you know, things like that. And I used to bowl a lot of tournaments. I used to be a PBA member, Professional Bowlers Association. And I used to bowl a lot, the PBA Southwest region. And I met a lot of top pros, Chris Barnes, Tyler Jensen, Sean Rash. Yeah, a lot of people I can't remember off the top of my head. Ricky Lawrence, God, what's his name? Liz Johnson. Jiz Johnson. I'm sorry, I'm a little intoxicated. Liz Johnson. Sorry about that, man. And a lot of other people. But anyways, I was at for a year, and then I started running a pro shop in the Woodlands, which is right up the road. So then I got with Storm. Storm is like the huge company right now for bowling. So because I was working in the pro shop, I was running that location pro shop. I got the pro shop status sponsorship. That means I got equipment. I got like old inventory equipment. Like it wasn't the newest bowling balls out, but they were just about to be discontinued. That's what I got. And so that was like a whole year. Storm and Roto Grip. And then I won that year. I won. I don't think I got it up on my wall in here. Oh, maybe I do. I do. Yeah, that year I won the men's Montgomery County tournament. I shot like 2056. And you bowled 9 games. You bowled 3 games of teams, and then 3 games of doubles, 3 games of singles at 2 different bowling centers. So teams at one bowling center, and another bowling center, doubles and singles. And then you do that one time throughout that tournament period. And I won scratch. And I want to say like 2056, 2036, whatever it was 240 average or 239.9 average, I think it was. And I won by like almost 200 pins. And so I got that plaque for that, so that was pretty cool. The following year, I didn't have any sponsors the next year or two. After that year, Roto Grip and Storm didn't want to do the pro shop no more. But I still continued to bowl. I bowled leagues, I bowled tournaments, all that stuff. I became a coach, started coaching, did a lot of coaching, man. Made a lot of money. But then, hold on, my meat's getting cold. All right. Then, what did I have? Then I went on board with Columbia. No, wait. No, I went on board with Seismic. They're out of Ireland. Belfast, Ireland. Anyway, can't remember. I was with them for not quite a year, and then I left. Some BS. Anyway, then from there was a break for a couple of years. I mean, I was still bowling. Then I applied for Columbia. Then Columbia picked me up. Columbia 300. That was pretty groovy. So I bowled for Columbia 300 for about a year and a half. And then I left because this PBA bowler, he lives locally here in Houston, named Mike Austin. He was an a-hole. Well, he wasn't an a-hole in the beginning. He was pretty nice, but he turned into one because he got some, mental issues. But anyway, so I left because of him. And then from there, I went back to lane number 1. Richie contacted me and said, "Hey, man, I really need your help in running the business." So here's how it was going to play out. He was going to. Anyway, point is, that time frame, I had a YouTube channel. I forgot what the hell I was talking about. I had a YouTube channel. I was uploading videos left to right, bowling videos. I have all these bowling videos here, and now that I mentioned bowling, I will start uploading. They'll be vintage, they'll be older. But dude, you guys are going to be like, whoa, I didn't know he could hook the frickin' ball, dude. You're going to like this shit. You're going to love it. For those who like bowling, I know a lot of you I got 4,000 subscribers. I know some of you bowl league. So, for those who do and watch this channel, dude, I didn't even know Kevin was a bowler. Yeah. Well, I remember I got an email from YouTube. I thought it was spam. I got an email from YouTube. It says, "Hey, would you like to monetize your videos? We're watching, we've been watching your channel. You got some really good content. Would you like to monetize?" I said, "I don't know what you're talking about. What is monetize?" Remember, this was 2008 and 9. A lot of people really didn't know what that was. That was 10 years ago. So he goes, that's where monetization, where you get paid to post your videos. Now back then, you didn't have a minimum. You didn't need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. You just go. And I said, "What do you need from me?" And they're like, "Oh, nothing. Just this and this. Just sign up and become a creator or whatever they call it. I don't remember." And I said, "No, that's okay. I'm not interested." And they're like, "Are you sure? Because you're gonna make You sure? I could have sworn one said, this guy's a jackass. This guy's stupid. Well, they didn't say that. But, yeah, that was YouTube reaching out to me. That never happened before. And it never happened since then either, I'll tell you that. So, I was like, no, it's okay. I didn't know what it was. So I posted videos. Some that got like 5,000 views, you know. Back then, that was big for a bowling video. Now, if you watch some of the bowling videos like Ronnie Russell, Chris Barnes, Jason Belmonte, Walter Ray Williams Jr., Pete Weber, you get thousands of views too, but they get kind of old after a while because they're making all the bowling balls do the same thing. You know, so when I graduated school, MIAT, Michigan Institute of Aviation Technology, right here off Airtex in Houston, I said, you know what, dude? I graduated. I'm like, I don't even want to do this. Yeah, I know that's stupid, right? So I said, well, what do I want to do? Well, at the time I was married. I got divorced later. Oops, oh shit. I got divorced later. Then I said, you know what? I moved out, moved my mom's house, mom and dad's house. And I was doing their lawn while I was there because I was doing my lawn when I was back here in spring. I'm like, you know what? Let's start a lawn business. One of the first channels I ever watched was Brian with Top Notch Lawn Care. Can you believe that? Now, I'll tell you a story. I love a story. Alright. So, let's fast forward here for a second. I'm sitting in Lake Zurich, Illinois. You know what's there? I'll tell you. Echo headquarters. I'm still going to post a tour of the entire plant here coming soon. I still got it on my computer. I've never showed anybody. Tons of video, probably almost 2 hours worth of footage. Walking the entire plant, taking the tour, the guy talking about all the different things. You get to see workers build stuff, assemble things. It's actually pretty cool. Anyways, so they're going around as part of the UAG program. They're going around and they say, hey, stand up, introduce yourself, name your company, and what you specialize in. Okay, cool. Got to me and say, hey, you know, my name's Kevin. This is my first year in lawn business. So this was in 2017. By then, I'd already been doing it a year because remember, I started in May of 2016. For some of you who follow me, and I got into lawn business a year ago. I got divorced. You know, graduated college or tech school, and didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do what I went to school for, and so I started watching YouTube. And I'm like, you know what? You know, I don't even know how I got started on lawn business videos. No clue. I think it was just so I could see what I could do better. I think it's what it was, because other than that, I had no clue stuff existed, right? And Brian Shan, Brian Shan, well, tell him I said that. Brian Shan is sitting right over there, right, the next table over. He's same year he did the group as I did, and he quit before I quit, though. Just so you know. Alright, so let's say, alright, introduce you. Alright, I'm Kevin Blackman. I'm with Texas Veteran Lawn Service. I'm in Texas. We specialize mostly in mowing, but we also do that. This is like 8 different things. I got motivated to get into business because I was watching Brian Shan's lawn videos and Top Notch Lawn Care, and I just got excited and motivated watching him going out there mowing and doing his thing, and I learned a lot watching him. So really, he was very influential on how I started. You know what he said? Not a fucking thing. He didn't even say thank you. He didn't even say, oh, cool, man. You know, thumbs up, smack in the face, you know, high five, pat on the back, good game. Nothing. I'm like, that was my first taste of, you know what? Okay. You know, but I still subscribe to his channel. And I still like his channel. You know, I enjoy watching Brian Shan with Top Notch Lawn Care. Here's someone else. I'm totally getting off topic. Squirrel! Here's someone else. Like, I love watching Seth the lawn surgeon. That dude was a state police officer. I guess they call them state troopers where he's at there. In Texas, if you're a state police, you're a state trooper. It's probably the same way in all states. But for him to go and do, you know, that dangerous job and then cut grass on the site for however long he did that, and now he does it full time. I really enjoy these fajitas. And I really enjoy watching Seth the lawn surgeon. He's got a great channel. His stuff is legit.
And he's so down to earth, man. You know, he posts almost every day. I just really enjoy watching his stuff. You got Ben, KH, with Acme Mowing, Acme Mowing Lawn Care, acmemowing.com. Oh, wow. Okay, so on the inside of this bottle, there's a cross inside. It's a fountain. It says straight out of a fountain. Soda fountain, maybe. So, you can't drink a lot of that a whole bunch. You'll get sick. It's too syrupy. Anyways, I like watching Ben. Ben's he used to be a veteran. Well, once you're a veteran, you're always a veteran. Sorry about that. I meant he used to be in the military. He's in the Air Force, I believe. I don't want to try to get his biz out there, you know, public streets or anything. But I like watching them. They're out of Oklahoma. And then there's, man, now I'm drawing a blank. There's so many other guys I like watching. You know what? Let's go to my YouTube channel right now. Pull up subscriptions, because I'll tell you who I like watching. I'll tell you right now. Who do I like watching? Acme Mowing Exterminator, dude! I like watching Exterminator. He loves to talk about outdoor power equipment, dude. This guy's outdoor power equipment crazy. That sumbitch has got like 50 weed eaters. He can tell you everything about every one of them. I really enjoy, I don't know his first name, but I really enjoy, you know, his channel. It's one of my favorite channels, probably my top 3. And, you know, him and I have private messaged each other several times, you know, about different topics. You know, he knows what's going on, you know, more personally with my wife. And he just messaged me the other day, like a couple of days ago, say, hey man, you going to GIE? And I'm like, no, I'm not, because, you know, my wife. Anyway, so maybe next year, but I don't want to go by myself. I want to take my wife and then do something extra fun for her while we're on that road trip. If I just go by myself, that's extremely selfish. I don't even care if she says, baby, go. I'm not going to go because that's selfish. I don't do that. But Exterminator, Danny with Linear Lawn Care, that dude is legit. I really like watching him. One of my favorite channel. He's a pretty cool dude. Buck and Billy Ray, dude. I love that guy. That's how watching him made me buy 9 McCullough chainsaws. All 9 of them run. Yeah, all 9 of them run. Countryside, I like. Mark Felt, I like him because he does a lot of World War II stuff. Barbecue Pit Boys! Brandon Johnson! I like watching him because he's pretty cool. I've had too many beers, I want you to know. And Romero's from Pasadena, Texas, call for free estimate. He does it a lot better than I am. I can't roll my tongue like that. But he's from Texas. He's got a great channel. Jay and Christina with Jay's Crazy Cuts. I really like watching those guys. They're in Louisiana. I'm just going to go down my list here. I don't know how many subscriptions I have. If my battery runs out, oh well. I really appreciate Jay and Christina because they sent a gift box with gift card somewhere, maybe Walmart or something. And she had baked some cookies that said Hope, I believe. It had the little cancer ribbon and stuff. That was back in February when Danielle got diagnosed. And Eclipse, Mark with Eclipse Lawn Care, up in beautiful city of Dallas, Texas. I like watching him too. We already talked about Top Notch. Ashery, you know who you are. My little Chinaman friend up there in Washington. He's got a lot of cool stuff, so check him out, Ashery. He's like this tech guy, man. I can't get into this stuff, but he goes into different things, how they operate, and like he's got this badass looking lawnmower or tractor, maybe it's a lawn tractor, I guess, and it's all blue. I don't remember what brand it was. It's got these new kind of wheels and tires on it. He switched out the pulleys for other things, did this and that. It's got lights and got a lot of really neat stuff. Does a lot of repairs and upgrades on 4-cycle things and battery operated scooters and stuff. I enjoy his stuff. Tools in Action. Who doesn't like Tools in Action? Blind Fury. This mofo can rap. Hold on, I need to check my phone real quick. Alright. That guy can rap. So check him out. Upscale Lawn Care up there in Louisiana. I like watching them. Supreme Lawn Services. Supreme Service Lawn Care, I like them too. Wyatt's with White Lawn Care Service. Young guy, he's really out there, go-getter. I like that. Jose with One Way Lawn Care in Austin, Texas. I was born in Austin, by the way. I really enjoy his. I love it when he talks about food. Dude, Casey Neistat, everybody likes him. G4 Outdoors, Randy. You know, guitars, girls, gonorrhea, and guns. Or no, wait, no, it's not. Oh shit, I fucked that up. Hold on. Guitars, girls, green grass, and guns. There you go. See how they sing it, Bill? No, okay, it's good. There's this other one. Now he does a lot of videos with Andy with Cut and Clean Lawn Care. I like them. And then Becoming Wild has got this chick somewhere up in Washington or Oregon coast or something. She's got pretty cool. Steve with Small Engine Saloon. I really like that one. Kubota Monsters are good. Triple D's. I've been enjoying his. He's an upcoming guy. Yosha Thomas. This motherfucker. This guy's hilarious. He used to be in the Army, just recently retired. He's got the most funny as hell YouTube channel. Okay? He does all these scenarios that are real. Okay? In the Army, he reenacts these skits. They're skits. And dude, let me tell you something. Any of you guys who used to be in the military, you will know exactly how 100% accurate this is, and you will laugh your tail off. Yeah, Red Rock, Scott with Red Rock Maintenance up in Canada. I really enjoy him. He's a really cool guy. All right, let's go. What else? Combat Veteran. That's another good one, like Yosha. Leo's Landscape. He's pretty good. No Life Shot. Plymouth Lawn Care's got a good one. He's a Marine. Used to be a Marine. Well, I say used to. I don't mean like that. When I use the word used to, and I'm talking to someone who used to be in the military, that means they used to be active duty. That's what I mean by that. I mean, obviously, you know the whole phrase, once a Marine, always Marine, once a soldier, always soldier. Oh yeah, like, don't even get all caught up in that, okay? I'm just saying, you know, he used to be in the military. So I guess I need to make it a point to say that, okay? And then you got, Cameron with hold on, let's see here. Lawn Care, no. Hold on, let me go to his homepage here. Lawn Care Life in Missouri. I like watching them too. All right, let's see here. Let's fast forward here. Dudes. All right. I have to fast forward. Here we go. Jimmy Spencer's. They got another good one. Beach River with Wally. I really like his. Lansing Lawn Service. That's another one up in Michigan. Somewhere up there. You know, he's working a whole lot right now. You know, go check his channel out. He works a whole lot, man. I don't remember the last time he put up a video. Oh, it was a week ago. He cracked the frame on his mower, on his Gravely Pro stand. So that'd be interesting to hear about. But he's growing his channel right now. He's sitting at 1,390 subs. And he's looking at 529,700 views. So the subscribers and the views, let's look at that for a second. Okay? Subscribers, the subscriber count is not what makes you any money. Okay? Although you have to have a minimum of 1,000 to be able to start making money. The views is where you're looking at. So like for me, I just hit 4,000 subscribers like an hour and a half ago. I have almost 1 million views. So people like Wyatt's Lawn Service, these just came to mind because we just did them. Wyatt's Lawn Service, Plemons Lawn Care. These guys are just under 6,000 subscribers, but they only have 400,000 or 500,000 views. You see what I'm saying? Where I have 4,000 subscribers, I have 930,000 views. So the views is how you start making money because people are watching, ads are rolling, those types of things, you know. Okay, so let's go back here. Oh, shoot, man. All right, let's go to subscriptions. Duh. Okay. All right. So yeah, go check out Lansing Lawn Service. They're up there in the upper states. Then you have How to Barbecue's pretty good. Ryder Lawn Care in California. I really like watching him. He's got a new video put up. I hadn't had a chance to look. Justin Dayard. Check his shit out. He just did some upgrades on his lawn tractor. It's pretty mean green. And you got, now there's going to be some names I don't mention. It's not because I don't care about you or I don't love you, okay? It's because I didn't go through the whole list. All right, so, hold on. Well, that got scary. All right, so you got, what's his name? I can't remember the name. I'm drawing blank. But he's with One Love Lawn Care. Him and his wife. I don't know why. Sierra is the wife's name. I can't remember his name. Golly. Anyways, they got a great channel. They're up in Ohio. And then you got Southern Style. You got Handy Guy. I really like his stuff. LTD Lee with LTD Lawn Care. I like him, man. He's got some cool machines. You got Stets. You got Stets. You got Humans. You got KCL Lawn Care. That's a good one. Quick Cut. That's a good one. Let's see here. Bosch Blades of Grass. Now, what is his name? Johnny. I think Johnny Blades of Grass. Now he used to be in the Army. He did a whole career, man. You know, the whole phrase "pop smoke." That's all military talk. So you generally pop smoke for extraction or you pop smoke for concealment. It's the only two reasons. But anyway, so that's the thing he says. It's a phrase that he uses. But he used to be in the military. He's up in Georgia. I used to be stationed in Georgia for a while. Walker Mowers, Coach Watchman. Oldnar Lawn Service, whatever. He's just now getting out of the military. You got Julio with Lawn Care Business. That's a pretty good one. He interviewed me on there. You got Fisher Barton. Fisher Barton makes the Marbane blades. You guys have heard me talk about that before. Okay. Fisher Barton Marbane blades. The Marbane blades are the number one to have. Not number two, number one to have. They have the perfect blend of the material. They just came out with the self-sharpening laser edge blades. Those are the guys, Fisher Barton. They've sold over 70 million blades in the last just over 20 years. And they make them for a lot of different brands, but they don't make them just to make them. If a company wants them, because see, they don't sell online. So if a manufacturer like Kubota says, hey guys, we want you to make some blades for our machines. Okay, what machines? So they make them for two different ZD machines on Kubota, for example. I know because I talked to you. And we talked about the vice president of the Marbane Blades section, department, whatever you want to call it. And so he said, yeah, they don't make them for the SZ 1936 that you have, but we make them for the 52 inch. And he says they're the same diameter hole and the length and everything. He says they're the exact same. So if you want to cross them, you can. We're not supposed to tell you that, but a lot of guys do it anyways. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And so they make the Kubota calls them, say, hey, let's make it for these two different models, these ZDs, whatever they were. And so then they make them up. That's how Fisher Barton works. They have a lot of other innovative products. Go check them out online. They got some cool shiz. All right, so we got Matt's Lawn Care, Mark Thomas with Mark Builder. I like it. Happy's Family, man. I love those guys. They got great Humans, another good one. All Tree Service. Massive Landscape. You got Sanders up in Houston. Red Green Show. Oh my gosh, dude, I used to watch that back in the 90s. You got Dan's vlogs. He's a good one. I really like him. You got Nick Nimmin. You got Chingo Bling. If you want to check out some funny music videos, you check out Chingo Bling. Oh my gosh, she's hilarious. C. Jane Drill. This woman is awesome. She's somewhere up north. I can tell by her accent. She's got such great instructional videos. I think she's also a shop teacher at school and then does her YouTube channel, so she's really good. Pioneer Northwest, check those guys out. I like them. Off-Grid Lifestyle, they live just up the road from me. Marino's real good. Motown. You got Blade Runner. He's a young kid out there kicking some tail. You got the lawn tools. You got Kubota. You got who else we got here? You got Merge Power Farm Equipment. Ben J, that mofo can rap. 365. Dustin something. Right now I'm getting to other stuff. I think I've gotten away from my lawn care stuff. Cause see, when you go through your subscriptions, what I've been noticing. Yeah, see, I haven't been to these guys in a long time. The ones you go to the most will populate first, and then they go on down. So I haven't seen these other guys in forever. So anyway, so you want to check them out. Josh Prey is another one I'm subscribed to. It's funny as that. So, guys, you just learned a little bit about me. You cooked with me. I can't say you broke bread with me. I tried to share it through the camera, but unfortunately it doesn't work. I'm going to end this video. And I'm going to go ahead and start editing, try to get it up to you to release tonight. There shouldn't be a whole lot of edit because, there's nothing really to edit. It's all raw audio, raw footage. So, but I'm going to watch the whole thing just make sure it's all good. So probably an hour long or whatnot. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed cooking for you. Remember, there's no right or wrong way. Experiment with your grill at home. It can do so much more than you think. Try different beers because, hey, that's what makes us a man, right? We try different stuff. If it makes you throw up, it's probably just right. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm Kevin with Texas Veteran Power Outdoors. We'll see you next time.